Hey everybody, I am here to say welcome to the month of May and also to say happy Lupus Awareness Month. If you have been following my page or know me or heard anything about me, you know what I'm doing this video for. I get a lot of requests asking me specifically what I did, what foods I consumed, how I was able to heal from lupus. I'm gonna try to attach another video to this video so that you can see kind of like the background and all that good stuff of before this video of just more details or other details of my experience with lupus. But in this video, I want to give a little bit more specifics on like what I did as far as like food wise to help to heal myself from lupus 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago. It'll be 10 years in July, actually. So some of the things that I did, like for instance, I used a lot of herbs. So I definitely used a lot of bladderwrack and sarsaparilla, burdock root, ginger. I used sea moss, purple sea moss specifically. Anything with a darker hue is going to definitely help with just cleansing and cleaning your body and rebooting your body to just better health. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Y'all have heard the phrase, but the phrase is very, very true. Anything with a darker hue is going to have a lot more potency, and it's going to definitely help to do whatever it is that you desire it to do. Whatever the benefit is for it, it's going to be very, very strong in it. So yeah, definitely herbs were my go-to for either I put them in, I would make a tea out of it, or I would put it in like my food as far as like my sauces or whatever recipe I had. So, you know, like the ones that I've already named from dandelion and so many other ones. I have like a whole list of things that I use and things that I'm still discovering even now to this day. Like I still am researching and still learning about different things to help with just immunity and just cleansing the body and helping to heal, because, you know, I'm still on a journey, even though I haven't been sick in years, but I'm still finding ways to strengthen my body and make my body better as I get older. I'm now 30 and I'm finding out that the body changes and the body needs something different in each phase. So you have to continue to build and make it better. So herbs were definitely my go-to. I also would eat seasonally. So I started to notice whenever I was making the change, when I was going from like the standard American diet to like a vegetarian diet, that my body was really wanting things differently in each season. So for instance, in the summertime, I eat a lot lighter. Whenever it's warmer out, I really don't want a whole lot of food. I want something more hydrating. So I consume a lot of fruit. I consume a lot of raw food. Very rarely will you see me eat anything that's cooked in the summer months. One, because I live in the South and it's very hot in the South. I live in Atlanta, Georgia right now. And in the summer, it is really, really hot in Atlanta. So you definitely have to stay hydrated. So I'm always wanting something that has a lot of water. My body doesn't crave anything cooked. And if I do eat something cooked in the summertime, I feel it. It gets really heavy. And it's like my body doesn't really digest it well. So I try to stay away from a lot of cooked food in the summertime. But yeah, I noticed when I was transitioning, my body was only wanting certain foods certain times of the year. And like in the winter months, I would eat a lot heavier. So I would eat a lot more starches, pastas, grains, squash. I would eat a lot of squash in the winter months. Just because, again, it's colder outside. And my body needed more heat. So I would do a lot of tea, and I would do a lot of things that would help me to put on more weight during that time of the year, so that my body can stay warm, and it also help for me to get more energy. So yeah, just pay attention to that as well as you start to transition, or even now, if you aren't in the stage of transition, notice how your body reacts or responds to when you eat certain foods. Especially those who are in the process or wanting to start the process of healing from whether it's lupus or any other type of illness. Definitely pay attention to how your body reacts when you are consuming any type of food. So yeah, herbs and eating seasonally. have definitely been a big help for me. Also, fasting. Fasting was one thing that helped me out so much in my journey of self-healing. When I first started fasting, I had never fasted past 7 days, and I would always fast for like a religious purpose. Actually, no, I fasted for more than 7 days for a religious purpose. I think I fasted for like maybe 30 days. I think that was the longest that I fasted, but I'd only fasted from like particular foods. So like I would not eat, say, bread for 30 days, or I wouldn't eat sugar for 30 days, something like that. But this would be the first time when I started to like wanting to heal myself that I would fast from like solid food in general. So I started off with like 3 to 5 days because I really wanted to see how my body would respond and if I could actually do it, because, you know, mentally not having food, like that's like a hard thing to fathom. That's a hard thing to be like, okay, I'm not gonna eat for 7 days, or I'm not gonna eat for 30 days. Like, who does that? And so I really had to like make sure that I could do it and that I was strong enough mentally to do it. So I started off with 3 to 5 days. On the third day, anytime you do a fast, the third and the fourth day are going to be the hardest, because that's when your body is doing a lot of releasing and going through a lot of different stages. And at that time, I really didn't know that. And I'm like, why am I feeling weak? Why am I sick? And, you know, I just went straight back to eating because I'm like, I'm hungry and I'm not feeling good. But after I started doing my research and I realized, okay, this is normal, especially for someone like myself who is trying to release medicine, who is trying to release other toxins that have built up over time in my body. My body went through a lot of withdrawals whenever I would do a fast. So as my body started to get stronger and resist those urges, I was able to go up from 3 days to 5 days to 7 days successfully. And then once I knew I could do a 7-day fast with no food successfully, I went up to 14 days. And then 14 days changed to 20 days. 20 days changed to 30 days. And eventually I think I ended up doing like a 90-day liquid fast. It was all liquids. And with the liquid fast, you definitely want to make sure that you are having some type of citrus, because that helps to release mucus buildup, chemicals, metals, toxins, and it helps to cleanse your blood. So you definitely want to do that. And it helps to give you energy too. The citrus does. It gives you a lot more energy boost, so you don't have that weakened feeling. So yeah, I definitely did that. And like I said, eventually I got to the point to where I could do a long-term fast with no problem. Even now, if I go a while without fasting, it takes my body a minute to really adjust, because again, those first 3 days are going to be hell. Like, you're not going to want to do it. And you don't think you're going to do it. You're not going to think you're going to be successful, because it's that hard. But after the third or the fourth day, depending on your body, you'll be fine. You'll breeze right through it. So just, if you can get past day 3 and day 4, you're great. So yeah, fasting definitely helped me to be able to cleanse and to release just sickness that had been built up in my body over time. And I tell anyone, if you are able to fast and if you feel like you can do that without harming yourself, definitely do it. Make sure you have some type of professional helping you out with that. If this is your first time ever fasting, you want to make sure that you have someone that's aware that you're fasting, so that if something does possibly happen, you can seek help immediately. So yeah, herbs, eating seasonally, fasting, and hydration. Hydration was very, very important. In the beginning, I was not a very good water drinker. I did not really do well at all. I probably would drink 6 ounces a day, pot maybe, in water, maybe. I ain't even, probably less than that, because I just wasn't a water drinker. But as I started to transition and I started to really understand like how my body responds to hydration, I started to drink more. So now I'm up to the point to where I can do a gallon a day. I don't always do a gallon a day, but I mostly get a gallon every day of water. Again, I add citrus to my water all the time, whether it's key limes or lemons or whatever else that I have in the kitchen. You know, I add that to my water and I'll drink that. Because again, you want to make sure that you are, one, giving yourself energy. And you also want to make sure that you are removing any metals that may be built up, because there's things in the environment, things in the water, things in the food that can possibly get inside of you. And you want to make sure that you're getting that out. So you don't want anything to build up. So make sure that you are putting something in your water to, you know, cleanse and release and purify yourself. But yeah, that's really it. It's, I didn't have anything complicated. There's nothing like too extreme that I did other than the fasting. I know some people were like, you fasted for 90 days. You didn't eat nothing for 90 days. I'm like, yeah, you know, now in my mind, I'm like, yeah, it's nothing. But back then I'm like, that's crazy. Who's not going to eat food for 90 days? But, now that I know the benefits, and the importance of fasting with herbs and, you know, certain things. And even if you don't want to do a liquid fast, you can do a raw food fast or whatever. But you want to allow your body to rest. We overconsume here in America, and to do a fast, that helps your body to naturally be able to do what it's supposed to do, which is to cleanse, release, and to heal. Like, our bodies were created to do that. Like, our bodies are naturally able to fix itself, to reboot itself, if we give it the time, the energy, and the space to do so. So yeah, that's really it. Like, that's just some things. I know a lot of people have been asking me a lot of questions about that, and you know, I just want to give some information on it. So if you have any questions, if you have anything you would like to ask, anything you want me to talk about for Lupus Awareness Month, please send me a DM and I'll make a video about it. If you want to contact me directly, you can either, again, send me a DM, or you can email me at rosalindrenee@gmail.com, and I will respond back to you as soon as possible. And I have other things coming up, so please be on the lookout. I will be posting more information for this month and other details, so be on the lookout. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Hope it was informative. And again, if you have any questions, you want to ask me anything, I am an open book. I will let you know everything that I can that I feel like that would help you along your journey. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.